Hey, welcome back to Pros and Cons. I'm akaBoG, and I've got the Captain 1701 with me. We just finished up Star Trek Picard, episode number 10.
Thank God.
What was it called?
I don't care. Something ending, farewell.
Farewell. I think you're right. Yep, farewell.
Farewell to the wet fart that just came out of the
Farewell.
10 episodes of time we wasted on this stupid bullshit.
Farewell to New Trek.
Farewell to Star Trek in general.
Star Trek is dead, I think. Yeah.
So I wanted to read some critic reviews of this show.
Pros from the pros.
Who are paid shills.
Let's do it.
So Rotten Tomatoes has this show rated 88%.
Wow, that's really good.
The critics review is 88%. The fan review is 40%, which still seems really high.
That seems a little high to me, yeah.
So I'm going to read some of the paid shills.
Okay.
This guy, I think that they're taking chances, and Picard is trying to control a chaotic group of people rather than a regimented Starfleet crew. That's what I want in Star Trek. I don't need to watch a bunch of ne'er-do-well rebels complain and have horrible chemistry. I want to watch Star Trek for Starfleet, right? Am I crazy?
No, not at all. I believe I said in one of our past reviews that one of my favorite moments of the episode, even though he seemed like a bad guy and he was evil at first, Picard's dad, I really enjoyed seeing someone in Starfleet uniform act like a Starfleet officer, even if he was a bit of a prick of an officer.
Yeah.
But I still like seeing a Starfleet officer in the show. I don't feel like we didn't really see any in this series.
No, we didn't see any stars or fleet. Listen to this one. This one is bold.
Bold?
Star Trek Picard is still a dangerously impressive slice of sci-fi action. One that, this time around, feels more suited to a wider audience groomed on the 90s success of The Next Generation rather than just a core of admirers. Do you see this as a dangerously impressive slice of sci-fi?
That's actually the exact same three words that I was like, dangerously impressive slice of science fiction. That is definitely not how I would ever, in a million years, ever describe this show. Dangerously impressive?
No.
Dangerously psychotic? Dangerously bad?
And then, okay. This might be the worst one of all, and then we'll read some
This is why you saw these, and this is why you had to bring them up, right? Yeah, okay.
Star Trek Picard is rich with mythology, scattered mythology, I might add. Like just random references that they pulled from Memory Alpha, by the way. That's my impression.
Yeah.
They don't actually watch the show. So they don't have no comprehension of mythology.
They just, I think you're right, they read Memory Alpha and like, oh, that might be cool.
Oh, that sounds cool. Let's just fucking throw in Gary Seven
Let's bring in Wesley. Everyone wants to see Wesley Crusher.
Anyway, so Star Trek Picard is rich with mythology and features some of Patrick Stewart's best work as the legendary Jean-Luc Picard. Wow.
Wrong.
So this is
that
better.
That statement is incorrect.
Better than not only just his.
That's not
right.
Not
even just his work as Jean-Luc Picard, but his work, Patrick Stewart's work as an actor. So better than like Professor X, which he was phenomenal as Professor X, I thought.
Dude, I can't even.
Hold on. And then it goes on. This is great storytelling and the benchmark against which all future Star Trek series should be measured. This might be the worst series of any television show I've ever watched in my entire life.
Can I measure past Star Trek series against it?
No, because they blow the shit out of the water.
It blows the old stuff out. This is the new benchmark?
This is the new benchmark for which all future Star Trek shows. Then we're fucked. New Trek's dead, and we already knew that. So those are the paid shills.
Well, they knew they were in trouble after episode 3, and they started shilling out that the entire TNG cast is coming back for next season. So
hold on.
They're trying to bait us with that, and I heard a rumor that there's a Star Trek Picard movie in development.
Why?
So that we can get more Star Trek.
Of 80-year-old dudes. I'm sick of 80-year-old men running things. I'm just going to leave it at that. In general.
He was way cooler.
He
was way cooler as an old dude in
real and
TNG.
fake life. I'm just going to leave it there. This is funny. This ass clown on their review. Not sure what this season's detractors on here saw or expected. I don't know, I expected a good show? Call me crazy. Being a TNG fan more than a science fiction fan, I enjoyed the season as escapist entertainment. This was a satisfying resolution to the Picard-Q relationship, and that it is all I could have hoped for. Sometimes so-called fan service is a good thing. Why did we need
How is this fan service? This is like
the worst fan destruction of all time.
You call it fan service, and they're like, "Let me come over. Hey, baby, come over here and let me slap you around a little bit and abuse you."
So this guy is saying, "Not sure what this season's distractors on here or expected." Did you expect dog shit?
I expected them to understand that Picard and Q, literally the last scene that they had before this scene, was the two of them like kind of acknowledging like, hey, you know, like, all right, you know, like, good job, man, you know, you figured it out. This was really tough.
Did we need a resolution though to the Q Picard timeline? Honestly though,
we really got it in All Good Things.
Was anyone actually like pining for that in the first place?
To the point where Q was like, I'm out of here to go bother other humans.
This is funny. Wow. This is a 4.5-star review. Wow, lots of haters here. I'm a longtime fan of the show going back to TOS and was in a Star Trek club in the 70s. Well, bully for you, CDS. I found this season of Picard really enjoyable and look forward to the episodes every week.
I really would have enjoyed being able to pick my mom's brain on these. I don't think she would have dug them. I
find the characters interesting and appreciate that they have flaws and struggle with various things.
That's character development now, is that they're flawed. It's not.
So depression that is suicide.
Never mind. It's supposed to be like Starfleet's best of the best on the flagship, out in the middle of the, the most dangerous environment, exploring. Like, they lost every sense of that.
And then Star Trek has this is the same review, by the way. This is from someone who's watched it. Star Trek has always had plot holes and inconsistencies. Not as bad as this.
No, this is just dumb, dude. Every episode was literally a MacGuffin mystery box. Like, they created a new challenge at the end of the episode. Like, oh, we finally found the Watcher, but who is it? And then it was next. Every episode was just some other mystery box. Even the big one of Renee Picard was like a mystery box for 2 episodes.
So those are positive reviews. Here's a negative. We're finally getting
negative.
You like charlatans. Manufacturing a production for an audience with more knowledge of the source material is never going to end well. The writers can't just bluff their way through Star Trek like an essay padded with quotes from a bibliography of books they never read. Shame on you. I question fan CDS on his nonsense that he watched Star Trek and you can just blow it off as there's plot holes and inconsistencies. They didn't do anything in this series except throw in a bunch of Memory Alpha references and try to wrap it all up.
They didn't even have references, dude. They had actors literally playing 2 characters, without any effort at all to change or disguise them in any way, shape, or form. I think it's egregious that dude Crusher even coming back could have worked if he knew how to act.
That guy hasn't done anything since TNG.
I don't think he knows how to act, really, or something. I don't know. His smile was really weird the whole time.
Creepy, hi, Soji, I'm a watcher. You want to come with me and see everything I've ever seen?
Do you want to live a normal life, or do you want to live a cool life?
I don't know. I've only now been out of this house for 5 hours. Right? She just left her fucking house for the first time in 20 years, right? And she just automatically knows how to navigate the world.
That's the right time for him to grab her when she's like, I don't know where I'm going to go or how I'm going to survive for the next day. And this watcher, he's like, come with me and I'll take you through time and space. Like, it's like they want him to be like Doctor Who.
That is exactly what it is. Except less charming and...
way creepier?
Yeah. The other thing that was ridiculous...
Why did you have to make Wesley Crusher like a Time Lord, bro? That's kind of dumb.
That's exactly what he is now that I think about it.
Right? That's how when I described him like that, it sure sounds like I'm talking like about Doctor Who.
And he was... they had to throw Shil Wheaton in there. Because he has been shilling so hard for this show now for 2 years.
Oh, doing like the after show?
Oh my god, it's so amazing. Every episode's incredible. When, like, how can anyone watch that and just be like, guys, this
Does he do an after show for Discovery or just this one?
As far as I know, I don't watch Discovery. All as far as I know is Picard.
I wanted to watch Strange New Worlds, and you were on. I wanted to try and like clear the palate with quote unquote new Star Trek, and I heard bad things. I've heard good things, and you just are not in the mood for it. So we're gonna come back next week and do a twofer, right? Potentially.
I might just.
You might just like kill yourself instead.
I'm not gonna kill myself. I don't have a death sentence from Picard of depression. By the way, when he sticks that key in the chateau wall...
Dude, I don't get it.
So hold on just one sec. So that key just like stays behind that loose-ass brick for 400 years and no one actually like pulls that brick away?
How does Dad lock his mom in the room and then how this kid knew where it was so his kid let him out and she kills himself?
Sure.
Dude, why would he lock her in the room if he... I don't even... Dude, it doesn't even make sense. It's dumb. It's dumb, dude. Star Trek is dumb now.
How uncomfortable...
Hashtag Star Trek is dumb.
How uncomfortable was board Queen Agnes? I didn't even want to look at that.
Dude, the effect was really bad.
They did not do a good job.
Her
head looked like an egg. Like she looked like an egg with a face on it.
I don't even feel like maybe they like... I don't know, maybe they filmed with somebody else and like just digitally like put her face on like an egg, like you said, like it's a soft mask.
Her head looked like an egg. And then also, I mean, Raffi has to be the worst character in Star Trek.
I still really hate Raffi, yeah.
I mean, would you rank her as like the worst Star Trek character of all time?
Top 3.
She's bottom for me.
Top 2.
Who are in your top 2?
Girardi. Girardi.
Girardi is worse than.
She's up Raffi. There. I don't know at moments.
Raffi is the worst Star Trek.
I guess she is the worst. I don't really like anybody worse than Raffi.
Remember, she almost still broke down again when she saw Elnor.
And she's on the bridge after changing.
She was right, and then she like tried to fake choke him out. How stupid,
dude! They like faked like he was like gonna die there too because they couldn't get his shield up too. It would have been epic if they just had the Excelsior blast there. And they're like, see, the timeline corrects itself to be accurate. And she's like, no.
He's the only one that dies in like the weird like.
He does like a Kirk thing down in the Excelsior, like Enterprise A, down in that bay, and then it like hits it on the side, and they're like, he's gone.
So I guess Star Trek now is just ripping off the Expanse with just creating a ring gate out of the fucking blue.
Yeah, what are we gonna talk about?
And now they're just gonna have
Skybeam.
Now the Borg are gonna like guard it.
So if they're friendly Borg when they showed up, why didn't they just be like, hey guys, I've been like waiting for this moment for 400 years. Hey Picard, look, it's me, Agnes. Remember me? Like, we really need your help. Like, we went on a time travel adventure and like changed all the Borg for the better, and now we just help people, and we're here to save this like wormhole. Because they were there to listen to him, and they freaked out when she just started attacking him.
Yeah, but when they popped back to the normal time, everyone's still shooting at her, and Picard had to tell everyone to stop.
Oh, Remember that? But this time it worked. Even though he was telling him to stop last time.
Because Rios was gone, because he's, cool captain just smoking on the bridge. No one listened to him. Remember that?
Somebody was like, where's Captain Rios? And he's like, never mind that right now. And they're like,
Right! Where's Agnes? Because Agnes was on the bridge too. Remember she was doing like jumping shit over, she was drunk? in the first episode, and remember she pushed the ensign out of the way and was like, I know how to do things, stupid Starfleet officer.
So why isn't there duplicates? And why are there...
Where are the duplicates?
It's the same thing as all the other ones.
Would Rio's ship be there if Rios isn't captain?
I don't know.
Who the fuck is the captain of that ship?
So, what did Q do exactly?
I guess he reclaimed his powers out of the fucking blue?
He used his last gasp to send them back home. But, like, so does that mean Q is the one who intervened when they all let it all go to shit the first time around and vaporized everybody with exploding the ships?
It had to be.
And Q was like, oh, let's go to this Nazi timeline.
Let's create this
I should say bad guys from WW2. I probably just got us banned on the YT. Sorry, I'm just mad.
Plus, how many times did Q snap his fingers in this season and nothing happened?
Twice.
And then now
3 times nothing happened.
And
Twice
then
it
all
did
of a sudden
happen.
at the end when him and they're broing out and I'm dying, let's hug it out, man. It's been a fun 30 years.
The hug out was pretty good. And I like this, like you said, I like most of the scene, but I did not like John Delancey like grabbing like Picard's face, like, don't die alone. I love you, please.
Plus, they were so transparent with like their majors, like. You knew how bad is the writing that you know like Rios is staying behind in the 3rd episode. You're like, well, this shit's happening.
I told you in like 2nd or 3rd episode.
Well, you knew it.
As soon as we were laughing because as soon as he saw the one doctor, it was some line. It's like, my god.
Yeah, they're staying. They're gonna fall in love.
Oh.
And then her son just like collects every smart person in the world. And they, like, solve every problem that's ever existed, Picard. Old man.
That's, dude, that is exactly how it ended, basically.
And then Rios dies in a Moroccan bar fight.
Is that really how it went down?
With a cigar in his last
breath.
He took his last cigar.
Why is he getting... He's a freedom fighter?
No, he's like a medical freedom fighter or some bullshit. And then his wife, I can't remember her name now, is like, still...
Good
slaving
doctor.
Away at the clinic. Like,
what was he doing in a Moroccan bar fight?
I don't know. He's getting medical supplies from Morocco.
Did they really say that? I missed that.
That's how he died. That's what Guinan said. He died in a Moroccan bar fight. So he was so irresponsible, going back in time 400 years.
And he apparently hung out with Guinan because she was buddies with him and had his photo on her bar.
Apparently Guinan, Renee, and Rios, they all just hung out together.
Well, yeah, because that is right. That kid did end up calling Renee his auntie, Renee, right?
Because the world-famous astronaut's just going to go hang out in a dive bar in L.A. with a bunch of random people that she never met. Wow, this show blows, man.
These are all things that happened this episode that you're actually right.
It was like every scene just like wrapped up a storyline. Alright, this one's done, next one. Alright, this one's done, next one. Alright, this stupid storyline's done, next one.
Rios is staying here. Bye, Rios. Glad we got to see you for 5 minutes this episode. We're never going to see your character again except in the photo when we say you died in a bar fight like some piece of trash loser.
Right? And then Soong pulls out the Project Con folder.
Hey, so can we, one of these days... We should take out, I have hundreds of Star Trek comics. We should go through and we should read them and review them. Because I have a series called Star Trek Con that actually talks about what it would like the classic Star Trek canon idea of con during that time.
Does it mention Adam Soong by any chance?
It doesn't.
Shocker.
Oh.
No way.
No, not at all.
Maybe because Adam Soong doesn't exist. So I guess, he does create Khan. Right?
I guess so.
So I guess in a way he fulfills his dream of world domination. Through a surrogate.
Yeah, sure. Daddy! Khan's like, Daddy, I took over the world for you.
And then, also, without any explanation at all, the Laris, whatever, Watcher lady can transfer her holograph an entire body of another person out of the blue? I thought it was just her ears. That's all we knew. Remember, she's like, yeah, look at that.
Look at my ears. I am a Romulan.
But now I can
It's going to be like this for 24 hours.
But then I can hologram an entire body out of someone else and then just like take a neurotoxin and sacrifice myself because 2 Renees have to die. I thought it impossible. Like, what the hell? This Kurtzman is ridiculous. This has to be... Honestly, I've seen a lot of terrible show finales.
Yeah.
This might be the
worst. It didn't even feel like it was over at the end. It just stopped. And then there was a commercial, and I was like, is there more?
I was hoping, like, maybe that, you know...
They set up the
Picard's, like, watching stuff. A movie, and, like, over his shoulder, someone, like, Crusher walks in, or, like, a Worf, or...
No, we got bags in the hallway.
Like, T's, like...
And it was Laris's stuff. She was coming back...
T's a former character.
I bet she was coming back to...
You know, it's even dumber. They said that they dropped that teaser of all the new of season 3 like halfway through the season because they're like, wow, this show blows.
Yeah.
So we have to like bring in some interest. So, hey guys, guess what? We're bringing the gang back together.
Everybody back together.
We're bringing the 70-year-old gang back together. So is the next series just a bunch of old people like trekking through the galaxy? Does anyone want that? Like, do you care that much? Like, are you feeling nostalgic to see, like, a 50 or 70-year-old Dr. Crusher? Right?
No, not at all.
Like, do you care?
No, not really.
I mean, it's just... I don't see how anyone can like this. The writing was garbage. There's nothing to it that's good. Are you falling asleep? I am,
like, almost, like, just, like... Sorry, I'll admit, man, the episode was kind of boring.
Bad. I don't have anything to say more. This show's terrible.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
The ships were cool.
I did like seeing the ships.
The Kira sighting.
Yeah, the harmonized. At least they're different ships. I gotta give them credit. You know, they're like, oh, we were gonna have so much trouble. Why didn't they just warp in like Riker's fleet from last season? When
then you could have all the shield harmonics.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then the Borg Queen doesn't have to sit there as the Gate Watcher. It's like from Game of Thrones. They stole that from Game of Thrones. The Borg now are like the Watchers on the wall.
Oh yeah,
right. The Black yeah, right.
I like that reference better than the Expanse one. We want... So, are they... Is it like, you know, with... I don't know, I might get spicy here if I should even say this, but...
Well, who cares? Do it.
Is it like, you know...
I'd rather be spicy than that.
Let's just give certain countries entrance into a certain international alliance because of certain conflicts going on just because...
This is pretty spicy, yeah.
I mean, is that kind of what the Borg is now?
Well,
because they're like, we want emergency like entrance into the Federation,
so we can be like on the border. Yeah.
I mean, is that kind of what it is?
It's kind of weird, yeah.
I don't know.
It's getting wild out there, man. And people are doing wild things, and they're always doing wild messaging.
This show sucks.
It's really dumb. I hate that Picard's a robot, and that even more so that they like barely acknowledge that or even care. Multiple times talking about his neurons and like his neural pathways and stuff he doesn't even have anymore.
Do you think when he tells, like, he hasn't seen Worf maybe for a long time, and do you think if he tells someone like,
no, yes, it's been so long to say I'm an android now.
Worf's like, you have no honor.
You're like, soulless, yeah. I don't know. We saw Riker and Troy. It's going to be interesting to see how they rope them back in since they're on that weird planet by themselves, baking pizza and mourning the loss of their weird child.
Did he tell Riker and Troy that he's a robot?
Oh, no, Riker,
did he mention that at all?
I died and now I'm a robot.
Did he tell him that at all?
I don't think so. When did he have the opportunity to tell him that?
I mean, that's a pretty big life change. Wouldn't that be something you'd mention to the people you've known, like, your whole career? Like 40
Riker
years?
was pretty busy warping in on command of 1,000+ ships, right?
Riker could take over the galaxy with that much power, right?
I don't know. They were all the same ship. They were actually using like holographic emitters to fake out the number that they were there.
But it's the most advanced ship in Starfleet history. They specifically mentioned.
Are they really?
Why didn't they just do a teaser of all these old characters in the final like 2 seconds? They shot it all at the same time.
I would say seasons 2 and 3 for sure, right?
Yeah.
Probably the rumored movie as well.
If they release it in theaters, that thing's gonna make like $6.
Are we gonna see the Borg or the spatial anomaly again, or are they just gone at the wall now?
I hope that we don't see her again.
They're
That
good
makes
guys.
me, Allison Eggface Pill makes me uncomfortable to watch. Allison Borg Queen Pill, like
I
that.
really didn't like that effect. That was bad.
It hurt my brain. I don't know what else to say. I like the Red Letter Media. That's a pretty good reaction too.
Go Percival, yeah.
But the Red Letter Media reaction of just like breaking a chair through a table because it's so mind-numbingly stupid.
It's bad, dude. It's just, I don't know, man. We predicted all the twists and turns ages ago, and they really didn't mix them up.
Done a 4-episode arc of this.
Yeah, this could have been done as a 2-parter easy. Or, like you said, 4-episode could have been done maybe a bit better.
Maybe even the B plot of 1 episode.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I don't have anything else.
I don't have anything else either. I'm glad it's over. You know, I am curious to see what Strange New Worlds brings.
Does this damage your impression of Jean-Luc Picard on the TNG?
I don't. I'm never. I don't even see the two as the same character.
So you're not like it doesn't.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that in canon wise, like if I'm looking and considering all this, it destroys the character of Jean-Luc Picard.
Totally.
But like I think if I go back and watch an episode of TNG, I think I'll be like, I'll be able to get into it and enjoy him for who he is. And I think honestly, I'll just be sad that that's not what we got for this season.
Does it destroy 7 of 9 for you?
No. 7, I think it's dumb that they brought it back into the Borg, which is like probably the last thing she would have wanted. And I think it's dumb that they had Starfleet be all like, oh, you can't join.
That was ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it destroy Raffi for you?
It improved my opinion of Raffi by a great deal because she got Back to the Future, and one of the first things she did was went and got her uniform on. So she was in proper Starfleet attire on the bridge.
You're right.
I'm going to give Raffi bonus
Oh God,
points.
I gotta put my uniform on.
I'm giving Raffi points for going and putting the uniform on after time traveling. And then she still freaked out on the bridge afterwards and proved that she's terrible.
Hell no.
So wait, what happened, dude? Did I fall asleep when they were having the conversation with the Borg? I thought I watched the whole conversation with the Borg, and she was like, "I'm gonna be here on the watch," and that was it. That was just how it ended. It was.
She basically demanded an emergency entrance into the Federation to watch the Ring Gate.
Okay, so they stopped
this new transwarp
thing from shooting lasers into the quadrant, destroying the whole quadrant.
100% life eradication,
right?
According to their calculations.
In the quadrant or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so they stopped that.
They didn't even tease that whole thing at all the entire year, and I guess that's the thing that they needed to save.
I don't know.
They just made that shit up out of the blue.
Is it going to tie into Star Trek Discovery?
I don't care, because Star Trek Discovery is...
I'm not watching that.
pointless. I don't know. I'm done.
Alright, let's wrap it up here, yeah? I'm falling asleep. I'm passing out, man.
We'll see
let's plug
Strange
the
New
mugs.
Worlds, maybe?
Yeah, let's do Strange New Worlds. Let's do some Orville coming up in June.
Let's do... Yeah, Orville. I like Orville. I can't wait for Orville.
You want to do Strange New Worlds, or do you want me to do that solo?
I mean, let's just see how it goes this week.
That's fair enough.
Kind of burned out on new Star Trek.
All right.
But we'll see.
Go check out akaBoG, akaBoG.com. Subscribe to be entered in a contest. Captain MB, you won last month. You can go to akaBoG.com to get info on how to claim your prize. You guys have a good day. Peace out.
Later.